Tory's a pussy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to our second episode of 2021.
Woo!
Here and with the boys, and we got a guest, but he is on the phone this time, not in person.
Yeah, trying something new.
That's right. My brother is on the line with us, and he's going to dive into some stuff later. Jordan, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, like I just did?
Like I just did.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having me. Yeah, Jordan, Tory's brother here to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the markets today, the wildness and insanity that's ensued over the past few days.
Yeah. So we're going to dive into what's gone on with Reddit, GameStop, the stock market, Wall Street, all that stuff. Why rich people are mad. But before we do any of that, Torres, what are we drinking?
Today we're drinking a beer called, what is it called? Savine or Savine? Savine?
I don't know. You're looking at it.
It's fine.
I don't know. But it's by Monkish...
Savine.
Savine?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's by Monkish Brewing Company located in California. It is 6.6 ABV. That's pretty much all I know about this beer. It's a wild ale, so I guess they found this out in the forest or something.
Right. It was captured.
They captured this
Wild caught
They
ale
were scavenging.
organic.
is what this is. So it actually comes in a bottle the size of a wine bottle, and it is corked. So Walden's going to do us the honors because it's his house, and if it breaks anything, I don't want to be responsible.
Right. Tory's scared because he's never opened a bottle before. Just goes.
Oh.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, because
That wasn't
That wasn't
nearly
very-
as exciting as I thought it was. You know what's the worst is opening a can of biscuits? You
Oh,
ever
yeah.
done that?
Oh, yeah.
You feel like you're handling
you're gonna fucking murder yourself.
live
on accident.
ammunition.
You just use a spoon.
A spoon? What is it?
Like the instructions say.
Does it say that on there? Who reads the instructions on how to open a biscuit can? You just rip off the wrapper and bang on the edge of the counter like a savage that you are.
That sounds correct.
That's what everyone does.
You just use a spoon.
No.
It still explodes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not like that.
It still goes off like a live grenade every time. All right. There we go. Here we go. We're also using the Jordan, why don't you go ahead and explain people how I messed up the glass description. So how fancy are these glasses that I didn't tell people?
Yeah, so they're referred to as scientific beer glasses. The idea behind them is the bottom of the glass. There are, I think it's about 100 different small pricks or points in the glass that are made. So that
Like
when you pour the
etching?
the beer in, it's creating carbonation, releases the flavors. The shape of the glass as well is supposed to enhance the tasting of everything. So,
Wow.
yeah, little bit fancier than how you described it.
Yeah.
Just a slight.
He
bit.
just said that they stack.
Yeah. That was about the coolest feature I said, is that they were designed to be stacked. That's what I thought. But clearly I
But I don't think you can stack these.
yeah, you can. That's how they were when they were on the counter right there.
Oh, okay.
What type of beer is this again?
It's a wild
A
ale.
wild ale.
It didn't have like a flavor description though. It just said wild ale.
It's, okay, it says barrel aged with blackberry and hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
It actually smells really good. So
Yeah, it does. All right, let's
Wait,
go ahead.
You don't like hibiscus,
No, I don't like that shit you drink.
who doesn't like the
What is it? Harmica.
which is
Cheers.
made with hibiscus.
I know.
Jamaica?
Yeah, that's exactly how it's spelled.
Woo! Ooh,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
sour. That's good.
Yeah.
Damn, Tor's got a full glass over there. He
I
ain't
know.
driving home.
Look, here you go.
Let's
There's
get a
some
bunch
left.
more. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take more of that. That's good stuff.
So before we really get started, Jordan, why don't you explain to people the perspective that you're coming from and how you're seeing this and why you are probably the best person for us to ask.
Yeah, so I guess a little bit of a background. Without saying where I work, I'm a registered
Sex
stockbroker.
offender.
Oh shit! Wrong show.
Oops, oops.
Sorry, go ahead.
Registered stockbroker. So I've been trading professionally for about 3.5 years, and prior to that,
Where'd you go? What happened?
Hello?
I've been trading professionally during COVID, during the market drop back in 2019, and a few other downturns that we've seen. So quite a bit of experience, I guess you can say, as to market mechanics and things like that. So essentially kind of when looking at what's been going on lately, raises quite a bit of concern.
Yeah.
As to the future of the markets and things of that sort. There's a lot of potential regulations and junk like that could be coming down the pipeline that it's probably not going to be good for a lot of retail investors like you and I.
Yeah.
And just to differentiate the two, retail being your average Joe investor, institutional being your Wells Fargo's, Bank of America's, and so on, the big guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you're the successful one out of the two of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. By definition. Oh, and Jordan, let's not forget, you also used to work at GameStop. That's where it has. I just realized that as you were talking, because he's seen it from both sides.
So I've seen both sides, and that's what kind of got me into this and watching, because I originally was taking the short position on GameStop. When it popped, I was like, this is a place that's closing thousands of stores, and people are being laid off, and the top executives are selling their shares.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. At the time when I was trading it pretty actively, which would have been beginning of the week, and then end of last week, it was around $40-50. But yeah, having experience working at GameStop, just looking at this has been pretty wild.
Right. So there's a few terms that you use in there that people may not really fully understand. But before we even do that, let's give a brief overview of what's happened. So basically, GameStop, and Jordan, correct me if and when I'm wrong, GameStop has been a failing business now.
Stop right there.
All right. My bad. No, but GameStop's been failing for a while now because, for numerous reasons, not just because of COVID, but also because a lot of things have gone online, their trade-in prices suck, and they screw people when you're trying to sell your console back to them.
Right.
Have
you seen that video, though, of the guy who goes and buys a brand new game, and then he's like, oh, I want to trade this back in? Right there. Doesn't even leave the store. And they're like, wait, what? You just bought it? And he goes, yeah, I want to trade it in. And it's like a $70 game because that's what they are now. And they're like, we'll give you $31.
Yeah, that's why the business is failing. Yeah. That's part of it right there.
Fucking stupid.
But anyway, so a bunch of people on Reddit through a subreddit called what was it called, Jordan?
Wall Street Bets.
Wall Street Bets.
WSB.
Yeah, was the subreddit on Reddit that had basically fueled a bunch of people to try to invest in this company because they're doing what's called the shorts, as you explained it.
Short squeeze.
Yeah, short squeeze.
That's what Tory does every night.
every night, and the same thing Tor's wife does before he leaves the house every day. What is a short squeeze?
Yeah, so it's essentially what investors will do is when they think the stock is going down, they go and they short the stock. So that means that they're essentially borrowing the stock from the brokerage firm. They're immediately selling it, hoping for it to drop. They will then go and buy it back at a lower price. The investor and the broker split the funds in between. So that's kind of the idea behind the short, right?
Yeah.
The short squeeze is essentially when the stock goes down, right? You want it to go down. That's how you're making your money. When it moves against you, you need to cover your shorts at some point because you have unlimited risk. If you short a stock, it can only go to zero.
Yeah.
But the upside risk is theoretically it could go forever. There's no ceiling.
Yeah.
So what happens is when people short the stock and it starts to move against them, so the price moves up, it requires them to cover their shorts. So they have to go in and they have to buy the stock back.
Yeah. They have to
now
buy
the
more.
action, So the action of buying the stock back, they're getting out of their short position, but they're buying the stock back at the current market price, which ultimately pushes the stock price higher.
Yeah.
So what we've been seeing with this short squeeze is that there are a large number of hedge funds out there that have all these shorts on GameStop. They think it's going to fail. It's a failing business, whatever. And they went in and they just shorted millions of shares.
Yeah.
So these investors have the whole thing started is these investors realized that these people had, of all the outstanding GameStop shares, they had shorted 140% of them.
Nice.
Damn.
So if you think about that, if there's, for the sake of simple numbers, if there's 100 shares, you're selling 140 of them. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It means that there's 40% that's leverage. They're just kind of making that number up to try and make money off of it.
Yeah.
So Reddit saw that, started buying the stock back, driving GameStop up, and causing these hedge funds to buy back their shares.
Yeah.
Thus causing the short squeeze. They're covering shorts while driving the stock price up higher and higher and higher, and you're squeezing out all of those short positions.
And this, in turn, caused hedge funds and the big banks and whatever else to lose, as I'm reading here from CNET, $3.3 billion. Right?
It should be higher than that. I think it was as of Monday or Tuesday, they were at about 5 point. Did you say billions or trillion?
Billion is what I'm.
Billion. So yeah, so they were well over 6 billion around the beginning of the week.
Jeez.
They recovered quite a bit of that today when the markets dropped, but yeah, they lost a lot of money.
And let's not forget, it dropped because there are a lot of the trading apps. I know Torres and I were talking about it earlier in the day. That's what sparked this whole conversation when I initially texted you. Was that you were trying to get it on Robinhood, Torres, and you couldn't get it?
I wasn't trying to get it. I just pulled it up because I read
about what happened,
about them blocking certain stocks from being purchased.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't just the GameStop. It was the AMC.
Yeah, I bought AMC today.
And something else. But it's not on wasn't on all the apps.
Yeah, the app I use is Stash for stock investment. So I guess the bigger issue and the bigger question here, Jordan, is, from someone who's seen both sides of it as a retail investor yourself and then actually working for these companies, I mean, what does this mean for because the problem is that what they did next was they started stopping people from purchasing it. Wall Street took it off altogether, and then the app started controlling it, and it's all because these hedge fund managers are pissed off that they lost money. Is that basically the short of it?
Yeah, that's the short of it. The issue is people have always had an idea that the system is rigged, right? Mm-hmm. And this goes from no matter what perspective you look at on things. I won't dive into the political aspect, but a lot of people say that the political system is rigged. You can only have two-party system. If you look at constitutional things, if you say too much, you could potentially be silenced.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that people realize today with the. Yeah, I mean, it's a majority of people think that in the financial market today. I think a lot of people have always felt that Wall Street's kind of working against the little guy.
Yeah.
But today showed that they truly are. These hedge funds were losing billions of dollars, and in an attempt to basically put things back in their favor, they established these partnerships or initiated this. I'll say a coordinated attack on retail investors, their beliefs behind what it is that they're doing, and they shut them out.
Yeah.
They shut out investors like you and me from trading. Now, the issue that has everyone concerned, especially with what happened with Robinhood, it was Interactive Brokers. I think E-Trade may have done the same thing. The concern is that what they did is they stopped the buys, so no one could go in and buy.
Right.
But people were able to go in and liquidate their shares.
So they were able to sell. So meaning that those investors, those hedge funds, could buy back their shares, but you couldn't buy more.
They could go in and cover their shorts, exactly.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to worry about the price moving against them.
Yeah.
So it's the equivalent of saying, hey guys, we're going to play a baseball game.
Right.
You guys can't bat. Winner wins the World Series.
Right.
It makes no sense. It's
right.
one-sided. You can't allow one side of the market to participate in a stock,
right,
and then shut the entire other side of the market out.
It's not our fault that we fucking set you guys up for failure.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's this gets into the whole part with like this is how I can see when people say capitalism is broken and that Wall Street is against the little person. Now, I am by no means ever, and never will you hear me say, because I'd be ostracized, that I'm for some type of socialist bullshit or any type of controlled market. But this is the kind of stuff that people talk about, right? When they're talking about we are the 99% or whatever the fuck that thing was. What was that? What was it called? The March on Wall Street, remember? A few years ago?
Yeah, Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah. This is the type of shit they're talking about. Mm-hmm. And I understand. I can get behind this. Right? Is this along the same lines?
I mean, I would assume it is.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Super interesting. So, it's just some crazy stuff that's happened. So, the next thing that's kind of moving now is AMC BlackBerry. You guys remember Everybody remembers BlackBerry.
Yeah, Blackberries.
Yep. Bed Bath & Beyond was another one I saw that they're trying to do this with. And this is a kind of a step for little guy against the market, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. And, it's... I'll say this, since I am registered and, someone's able to find me.
Wait, hold on, registered how?
It's not...
Sexoffender.com.
Registered stockbroker.
Okay.
I cannot give advice, so anything that I'm saying, it's not financial advice or anything like that.
I'll text you later. Don't worry.
Yeah. But with what people are doing is they're looking for the most shorted stocks. That being GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry, Nokia, AMC.
Blockbuster is still up there, I heard.
Hell yeah, Blockbuster.
I don't know about that one. Okay. I didn't know they still had a ticker symbol. I know that there have been a lot of jokes about, a rise of Blockbuster or something like that.
God, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, man. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, no, it's definitely it's what people are looking for, and you'll see a lot of stuff that there's risk attached to it. That is absolutely true. If you look at the fundamentals of GameStop isn't a $300-$400 company.
No way.
Just looking at their books, but what people are capitalizing on is they're capitalizing on momentum. Mm-hmm. So people going in and buying this short squeeze that's currently happening.
Right.
And that's purely what it is. At some point, the shorts are going to be covered, and GameStop is just going to drop. I mean, it has nothing to support the price point that it's actually at. It is just a massive short squeeze. Yeah. So when you're looking at all those other companies, you just want to keep that in mind where you're investing what you're comfortable with, and then be willing to get out once you've hit that price point that you're comfortable with, whether that's a couple $100 or $1,000 or what have it.
Right.
What have you. I mean, don't YOLO your retirement to the moon.
As shit.
As the kids are saying on Reddit.
Oh man, I fucked up.
YOLO.
Yeah, I just yeeted my whole retirement at AMC, so I don't know what's going to happen now. I'm not going to say his name, but I know someone that we all know collectively already won not won, but what did he say he came up? $8,000?
Yeah.
$8,000 in like 2 days off of off the GameStop thing. So yeah, man, it's out there. It's some crazy stuff. So way to go, Redditors, and if you invested or if you're thinking about investing, and do it with caution.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Good times.
I'll throw this out. I mean, just so you know, I mean, I say that the pullback is potential. The upside is also there. They're still, as of the last report I saw on GameStop, they went for billions lost. They went from 140% short of their stocks down to 120.
Damn.
And they're trading at $300.
Yeah.
So they lost billions of dollars and still didn't even put a dent in the total amount that was squeezed out.
Jesus.
So theoretically, you'll see a lot of stuff where people will be like, yeah, it's going to 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
Theoretically, it is possible with that many shares short. It's just that people have to hold. They have to keep buying, and then they have to hold. They're not selling or anything like that. They're not trading options on it. theoretically everyone is buying the stock and holding it. They're not chickening out or anything like that.
Yeah.
Call me a
And
chicken.
you
I'm
could
out.
potentially,
Right.
and it's easy to do that. I mean, if you're looking at your account and you see that you're up $15,000.
Oh, I'm all the way out, bro. All the way out. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when you're looking. I mean, if you ever got to that point, then it's just realizing, this is a good amount that I'll take this and kind of bow out. But
Yeah.
that theoretical 1,000 number that people are throwing out, that is assuming that everyone buys and holds.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a bunch of junk saying "hold the line" and Mel Gibson from
Hell yeah, William
can't remember
Wallace.
the movie. Yeah, with
Yeah.
the war paint.
Right.
You're gonna
Braveheart.
see all that in Braveheart, exactly. And they're just encouraging you to don't buy into it and chicken out and sell it for a couple $100 profit. Buy it, hold it, squeeze all these hedge funds out until they bleed, and
I'm with it.
And you know what I'm gonna say? Mind your business.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm so down for this. And you know what? And I'm not really one, like, I'm to fight the
Fight the power.
the capitalist establishment type shit. But nah, this is some bullshit. And then for them to go on there and actually complain about it, like being upset about it, like,
Oh yeah,
bro,
Like,
fuck
shut
you.
up.
Like, get out of here.
Fuck you. I'm the victim.
Yeah.
Okay, give me one of your yachts and we'll see who the real victim
We
is.
lost $3.3 billion. You guys are the victim. Eat a dick. Like, no fucking way.
Eat all of the dick.
well, the other concern is think that 140% that they're selling short, 40% is being leveraged. So they're borrowing against the investors or what have you. If that company ends up going under, they get a bailout. Who bails out that company?
Right.
God damn it, Jordan.
I think all four of us work. So taxpayers are the ones bailing it out. So it's like you're leveraging our money to bail out these companies who are selling more than what's actually available in the market.
Yeah.
And you're going to get mad at a group of people that are on a public forum, not doing shady deals in their Hamptons beach house or whatever.
Yep.
Right.
They're actually posting their analysis and rallying people up, and you want to start calling that illegal.
Yeah. And let's not even start all the illegal shit they're doing with their what is that thing that you sent me, the interview with that one guy? He called it some type of dinner.
Oh, they're not secret dinners.
Idea dinners or something.
Yeah, idea dinners,
Yeah.
something like that, or idea meetings where they do that behind the scenes. I mean, these people that are billionaires that run the world. I'm not going to say Illuminati type people, but Illuminati type
The
people.
Freemasons, we
Oh
know.
man, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's those types of people that get into those rooms and they're like, "Hey, how are we going to move this today? How are we going to play things?" And I think what it boils down to is that it showed today, as with anything else, system being rigged, we're only willing to let people have so much. You can only say so much. You can only make so much money. You can only be so smart before we shut you down.
We get silenced.
And
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened today. And I don't know. It's a weird one for me because I'm in finance. I work for a financial firm where I see the inner workings, and
You're the man.
this was
You're the man. You're a part of the problem.
yeah, no.
Dick.
Well, it's just crazy seeing your industry participating in something that is clearly manipulation.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, your industry.
Yeah. What do you mean, you
Your-
people? Oh man. Well, I appreciate you explaining it to us. If you guys didn't know about any of that stuff, I don't know how you've missed it, but maybe you haven't. So, you want to hang out, Jordan? Or you got to take off.
I'm going to jump off here. I got to be to the airport early in the morning.
He's got business to attend to.
Wait,
Business.
where the hell are you going? Well, maybe you should tell me where you're going off air. I didn't know you were flying anywhere. The fuck?
Businessman,
I'm not, no.
business plans.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm dropping someone off, but I got to be there.
Oh.
Okay.
So he Ubers, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I should have said dropping the girlfriend off, not
okay.
somebody. That
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
made it a little weird.
Yeah, that did make it weird. That's cool.
You should have just left it at you have some business to attend to.
Yeah.
Everyone would have understood. You sound way more important that way. But anyway, well,
Yeah, I got an Illuminati meeting. I mean, I got somewhere to be.
yeah, right. right, bro. Well, I appreciate you coming
Got
on,
a
man.
bank to rob.
Yeah, appreciate you guys having me.
Explaining everything. Thanks for the glasses and all that shit. And I guess I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep up the good work, guys.
All right, appreciate it,
Thanks,
man.
Later.
See ya.
All right.
Sweet.
All right.
Our first call-in.
Oh my God, are we real people?
Yeah. Are you? Have you seen Tom Segura? Yeah. He's talking to the Cajun guy.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what he said.
He's like, "Are you a real person talking to me right now?" Bro, I was dying laughing, man.
He's fucking hilarious.
That dude is funny as fuck.
Did you see his latest one?
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one we went and saw.
Oh, really?
Here, yeah.
Oh yeah, man. That's fucking great. Wow. Well, that stuff's crazy, dude. It goes. You guys think we're crazy? That the fucking.
I mean, we are, but that's not what we're talking about.
The people out there trying to control you, man. And if you think this has happened in the financial sector, you don't think this has happened in politics. You don't think this has happened in the media.
It's 100%.
Absolutely. But we're not going to spend all our time talking about that shit.
No.
Just wanted to get that going on. But speaking of GameStop, Torres and I were talking because who was it? IGN just announced that Kevin Hart is going to has a movie role in an upcoming movie based on the game Borderlands. And
Great game, by the way.
Have you played both of them or just the first one?
There's four of them.
Oh, is there four?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've played the first three, haven't played the fourth.
I only played the first one, but I know the concept of the game, that whole post-apocalyptic deal there. And then so that got us thinking, what are some games or some games that we'd like to see that were turned into TV shows or movies? Because let's do some other announcements. What else came down? Tomb Raider is going to have an anime, right?
Was it an anime? Oh no, they're going to have some show or something.
Could have swore it was an anime, but I could be wrong. And then also I saw a thing for Zelda, or I'm sorry, not Zelda, but what's it called? What's the name of it? Link. No, it is Zelda.
Legend of Zelda?
Legend of Zelda. Sorry.
I'm really disappointed in you right
Man,
now.
you know what? My bad. I can't remember everything.
That's the character's name is Link.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are some games you guys wouldn't mind seeing turned into some movies or TV shows? What do you think would be a cool one?
I still think, yeah. Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
No, you know what I've always been a fan of is Halo. And like they did they did like the little series that was before the last game got launched, but Halo I think is cool, and that's something you can always take in a big direction anyways.
That could be its own universe.
Yeah.
You know, like you have the Harry Potter universe, the Marvel universe. Halo could be its own thing. Up there with, and I think they're already doing this. I think HBO Max got this, a Mass Effect show.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I thought I could never get into Mass Effect. I tried. Torres was really big into it. He said you said the first one's slow.
The first one is really slow, but after that it picks up and they all get way better.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember playing the demo for the third one, and that gameplay style was way better than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Mass Effect would be cool. I think Gears of War would be a dope.
Gears of War would be a good one.
That'd be a good one too. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like, I don't know. I played the game. That's the only reason I had an Xbox
even
360.
God of War?
Oh, God of War would be dope.
Yeah.
And then if it was like kind of slower paced, like Game of Thrones or Vikings,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, there's a bunch of Vikings stuff on TV already. But
Well, it could be God of War set in the Greek mythology. It doesn't have to be in the Viking mythology, right? Or no?
what is it? It is like a Greek
What?
mythology.
Originally, the newest God of War was set more of in a Viking or Norse
Did it
mythology.
have like Odin and
Well,
Loki
yeah,
and Thor and stuff like that?
Norse mythology.
Yeah,
I
was
don't
set-
know, I didn't- I'm an Xbox guy.
yeah.
Yep. You suck.
So,
You're wrong.
you think Grand Theft Auto could be a TV series or movie, or is it too broad, too much?
I think it could be a movie.
Yeah, maybe a movie, but it's one of those things is you look at it and you're like, because yeah, it's got the storyline, but the missions are part of a lot of what the story's going on. So are you going to just kind of make it like a giant heist movie? Because a lot of them turn into just like these big robbery scenes at the end, or something like that. Because when you think of like GTA 5, that had 3 characters that it was following.
Yeah.
How do you transition between these 3 characters?
Then maybe that's why it works better as a TV series as opposed to a movie.
Yeah, maybe.
Now I don't know if there's enough story there to hold a
Right, because
TV series.
it's not super in depth. It's like point A to point B, and then that's kind of the end of what it is.
Yeah, I guess the depth part of it, and I'm doing the air quotes, is kind of the free roaming aspect of it.
Yeah.
So more so what you do individually as a player.
Right, because a lot of things too on Grand Theft Auto is like, you'll be going to do a mission, then all of a sudden like this little side quest pops up, and you're like, oh, what's that? Like, and you get all on a little tangent, and then you go on a fucking murder spree of the cops and try and evade your 5-star fucking, that's what you do. That's fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Kill this hooker, evade the cops, snort coke. Yeah. I never got into Grand Theft Auto either.
Oh, I love Grand Theft Auto. It's
a
so
great
good.
game.
Is it? Yeah. Have you ever beat a Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, yeah. I've beaten every one I've played.
Really? You?
Yeah.
And I will still say is even to this day, I still think Vice
City.
Vice
City was so dope.
best.
Oh, wait, man.
Oh, yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, though, was based in Los Santos.
San Andreas?
San Andreas.
San Andreas was good, but I didn't like the aspect of having to keep up your stamina, build your strength, eat food, and all that.
No, it's not. You didn't like playing a black character.
No,
just
don't
call it what it is.
Don't even be racist like that.
You couldn't see yourself being a brother from the hood, but you could see yourself being
I loved it. I
a
did
white
all
guy
of it.
in the 80s.
I literally did all of the wars.
Right. Yeah, it's cool.
Took over the entire fucking city in Gang Wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I like that one. What's funny?
So, what was the last GTA game you played?
San Andreas.
Get the fuck out of here. So you haven't even played...
You're out of this conversation now.
Shut up. Whatever. Turn it back on. It's those would be some pretty good ones though, man.
Because
You
even
suck.
I was gonna say is I know when they did the adaptation of Need for Speed and that was bad.
That's dumb.
I didn't watch that.
That's dumb.
You didn't need to.
I feel like we don't. I don't know how you make a movie out of that. Like
You don't.
I mean, isn't that basically just fucking Fast and Furious?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
And how many of those movies do they make?
they're on to number.
They're not even making like legit movies anymore. They're just like, what can we do now? Let's send it to space. That's next.
Are they going to space?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my
I'm
God.
almost positive I read that.
Did you guys see Hobbs and Shaw?
No.
No. I only watched the first Fast and Furious.
I think I got up to 8. It was the Paul Walker's last one was the last one I watched.
I think that was 5.
No, it was past that.
Yeah. Dude, have you guys watched WandaVision at all?
No. Is
No?
it good?
Have you watched it? Okay, I've only watched the first episode. So, but what the fuck is going on?
Bro, no clue.
Are they on a TV show? Or are they? Because I hear they're bouncing between time frames. So there's like an episode that's set in the 60s, and then it goes to the 70s, but then like it blinks back to the 50s. Like
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
But then like I don't know if you guys haven't seen it. The last cutscene is like someone in like some futuristic place like turning the TV off.
Yeah, I legitimately don't know.
No, you think
I think it's going to be one of those things it might explain it later, because I also know they said something along the lines of like it's going to be one of those unexpected shows to where like every week you're going to be like, what? Wait,
Yeah.
what was that? What was that? Just like the you're never going to understand what's going to happen.
So maybe it's one of those deals where it's all going to come together at the end.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know.
You know?
I haven't seen it, but
You still have access to Disney Plus, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But a video game that I think would be a cool movie would be the Bioshock series.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
That would be
That'd be a
dope.
good one.
But you didn't play Bioshock Infinite.
I played some of it. I never finished
Oh,
it.
You have to finish it though.
You know what? That's the only reason why I haven't gotten rid of... I mean, I don't know what I would do with it, because what are you going to do? Give it back to GameStop? Fucking, that's the only reason I haven't got rid of my Xbox 360, is because I still have the actual disc and everything.
Oh, okay.
So I've thought about hooking it up. Maybe I should.
Did you play Bioshock Infinite?
Infinite, no.
No, you have to. It like the whole story just comes full circle.
Super good.
And I heard the 2 sucked.
2 sucked.
Did it?
Yeah, you don't really need to play the second one. You can skip over that.
Really?
Yeah.
How? If it brings the whole story together?
It was written by a different writer and developed by a different studio. No. And it wasn't as good. The story wasn't there. The gameplay was almost the same, but the story wasn't good. The original writer, I think that's what made the game, actually.
What about Assassin's Creed?
No?
No?
I don't know, because I only played the first one, and I couldn't get into it. I was kind of bored, so I just stopped.
It's super repetitive.
It's very, I was going to say it's very point to point on what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, it's super repetitive, I feel like. It's basically the same thing over and over. Although I do like the world that it's set in.
Yeah,
I do
the world
find
is a cool
I do find that.
But isn't
cool.
it different for every single game?
You mean like the era? Like the time frame that's taking place?
Well, isn't there one like where they're on fucking like pirates, and then there's like
There's pirates. There's
the Viking one.
The Viking one. Like there's a bunch of cool ones that are out there.
Right. Yeah. There's some pretty cool one. But I did like the Greek one looked cool, but I never played it. But it all is the same thing all the time. So I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. I've played other games that are like that, like the Far Cry games.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like that, but I think those are more entertaining.
I heard Far Cry's pretty dope.
Far Cry. But they're making a Far Cry movie.
Are they?
Are they?
Isn't Tom Holland?
No, Tom Holland's going to be the...
Uncharted.
Uncharted, sorry.
Yeah. That I didn't... Okay, that's a good question then. That takes us to the next thing. So, if you had your movie of choice, so Walden, you said Halo.
Right.
Okay. You said God of War.
No.
No?
What?
Who said God of War? One of you said God of War.
You said God of War.
You were just saying...
Or no, I said God of War. You said
cool.
Gears of War.
Yeah, I said Gears of War. Oh, okay. Who is your lead? Who plays...
In God of War? Not Tom Hardy. Everybody fucking loves that guy, and I'm like, I don't get it. I honestly, and he's probably too old to play the role, but no joke I think Gerard Butler. And I think it's just because you see him in 300.
Right.
Like, that dude, that guy's a fucking badass.
You're just going off of 300 on that one.
You're talking about for God of War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but fucking Kratos is so fucking... He's just a big, old, buff guy. Like, who are you going to find like that?
Batista. With a goatee? Batista grows a goatee, paint him red? He's already bald. Oh.
Maybe.
The Rock?
No.
You don't think The Rock could play Kratos?
No.
I think he could.
I don't know. That'd be a tough one.
Something about his face.
Too much face.
Too much face. I think he'll be dope as Black Adam, though.
Yeah.
And fucking...
That's crazy. They announced that fucking so long ago, and that movie's still not out.
I think they are still shooting it, or just got done shooting it. One of the two.
Well, because of COVID, there's been so many delays and everything. Even the Last of Us movie already said it's been delayed.
Oh, is The Last of Us getting a movie?
Or was it The Last of Us or Uncharted? I think it was Uncharted that already has a delay. But I think The Last of Us is going to have a TV series.
Oh, okay. That would work better because it could totally be like Walking Dead.
Like Walking Dead? Yeah. I could see that.
Hopefully it's a little...
Walking Dead was good for a few seasons, and then it just kind of...
I feel like it's the same thing every time. It's just...
We get to a place.
Oh, no, there's bad people.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Oh, no, something bad happens and one of the main characters die.
Yeah.
Next season. Hey, look, we found a new place to stay. Oh, something bad goes wrong.
It is pretty much just exactly like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But, no, I mean, the comics were way better.
The comics were good.
I have heard that.
The comics were good.
And then, like, at a certain point in the TV series, it just kind of, like, completely took two different paths. And I'm like, it's kind of boring now.
After Rick... Oh. Did Rick die or leave?
I don't know, because I haven't gotten that far, but I have heard people say, like, he died, but then there was stuff left behind, and then they went to this new place. Shocker. And, like, it fucking... There's signs that he may be alive, but I don't know if he's ever been confirmed to come back. I don't
know. I didn't finish reading all the comics. Last time I read... I think I read past where the TV series was at, and then when I saw when they were with the governor, then I was like,
prison back in like season.
No, it wasn't.
3?
It wasn't that. Then it was the other guy, the fucking guy with the bat.
Oh, Negan.
Oh, Negan.
Yeah, when they met up with him, and then like the story started to fucking stop making sense.
I think I stopped watching when Glenn died.
Yeah. Oh, which he dies exactly like that in the comic.
Does
Pretty fucking brutal. Yeah.
Fucking bat
fucking
smash.
eyeball popping out and everything. Yeah.
Gangster.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Good way to die.
Good way to die.
Like theatrical way? That's a really good theatrical way to die.
That sucked though. I remember watching that and I was like,
you're like, that didn't happen.
I'm like, no,
they just tried to kill him off last season.
You can't kill Glenn. Like what? Like it was supposed to be like the core group was supposed to make it. You know what I mean? I've always said that Walking Dead is a limitless series if they ever chose to take it that way because they've never left the region of Georgia. They could go traveling throughout the country, like The Last of Us does. The Last of Us goes all throughout the country. They end up in, Wyoming, I think it is, or Montana?
I forgot where the second game takes place.
No, but I'm saying even in the first one, you're traveling point to point. And the seasons change. I don't feel like the seasons ever change in The Walking Dead. Not that I remember. Maybe in the comic, but not the TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, like you barely see snow and
Yeah,
like that.
if it's ever cold or anything, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
man,
Right.
I don't know.
It's all spring and summer. That's it.
I don't know.
Right.
I think The Last of Us would make a dope movie.
Movie? No, I think a better TV show. There's way too much in-depth
going on.
storytelling to compact that into 2 hours.
Yeah, you're probably right. But
You know?
it wouldn't be, I don't know. I don't think I'd want it like to be a drawn out TV series like fucking like The Walking Dead.
No, if you make it concise to, let's say, the game, and you can compact it into, 3 seasons.
I could see that.
Yeah,
There's plenty there to expand on different factions.
8 episodes,
Something.
3 seasons, hour long.
I think they are working on it, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Which you haven't played the second one.
I have not.
You suck.
I have not. Speaking of another TV series coming out, Harry Potter TV series is coming.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I know they also have a new game coming out too that I'm like,
Yeah,
that'll be
it's
interesting.
supposed to be an RPG MMO, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where it's like an online, you go do. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say, what do you call it? Not like,
World of Warcraft.
yeah, not like a World of Warcraft type thing, but something like that.
But you create a wizard, so to speak.
Yeah, and you can go and take, learn spells and potions and stuff like that. Go do
Right.
quests and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'm with that shit. I'm down.
I loved Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. I'm with the
Are you?
book. Yeah, no bullshit.
I was saying,
No joke.
hey, no joke. Like it's
here.
fucking dope.
I was just reading it last night.
Hell yeah.
Why are you gay?
Not even kidding.
Have you
Fuck
read them before or no?
I've read the first 2, and this is now my 3rd attempt at reading the 3rd one in my lifetime. I've never finished it.
In my lifetime.
I'm trying to get through it so I can move on to the rest. And you know what? Also, I've never seen the movies.
What?
I think I saw
Un-American.
I saw the first movie. What was the Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah.
Worst one.
I read the first book and I watched the movie and the
Sorcerer's
movie
Stone.
sucked.
It's terrible.
And then
No. The last like 4, 5, I'll give you, were fucking solid.
Movies or books?
I mean, I liked all the books.
Yeah.
Because, it just takes you to a different mindset there. But, like,
Right.
no, the fucking... Once you get to, like, I would say Goblet of Fire, and then after that, you're fucking solid. Like, there's no such thing as a bad movie.
When did it start? The movies? What year?
2000?
shit, a long time ago.
2000?
It's something like that.
Yeah. I have to look that up and see. I do like, I definitely get down with fucking Harry Potter though.
2001.
Yeah.
2001. That was the first one?
Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I dig.
But I don't know.
What?
I just read the first book and then I saw the first movie and I was like, well, the book was way better. And then I don't know. I just never read any of the other books. The book was good though.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh
give
yeah.
it that.
Hell yeah, the books were good.
Books are hella good, dude. That's a whole world. Have you been to Universal Studios recently? Since they've opened that?
The Harry Potter ride?
The world.
The Harry Potter world?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I want to go to the one in Florida. Apparently, it's, like, way bigger, way better.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Apparently, like, legit.
Florida.
That ride is probably one of the better rides there at Universal. The Harry Potter ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've been there in so long, dude. I've not been to.
I think I went twice, like in 2019.
It's just as expensive as Disneyland.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's like $100 a ticket.
It's gone up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just bought the season pass.
No. Just go.
Well, I think it was like $20 more.
Yeah, way to go, hedge fund manager. Are you mad about this? Are you upset about GameStop?
No.
Yeah, right. Motherfucker. Oh, they're just balling out and buying fucking.
Right? He's like, look at this stock I just bought.
Yeah. Let's bought fucking season tickets to Universal Studios. No big deal.
MBD.
Anyway, what do you guys think of this beer? This shit is hella good.
It's a solid sour.
Yeah. And it is sour for real.
Yeah, it doesn't list
Punch you
it
in the mouth.
as a sour from what I saw, but it's pretty good.
There's an entire basket of blueberries in the bottom of that. Look at there. Or blackberries.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah, or is that the sticker on the bottom of the bottle?
no.
there's
It
no
has
sticker.
some stuff in here floating around.
Yeah.
It's probably because of wild caught or whatever.
Wildcat.
Yeah. For real. So what do you think on the score, Torres?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be sour. It doesn't say sour anywhere on there,
Right.
does it?
Not that I can see, no.
Yeah.
It
So
doesn't.
that first
And
sip,
even your description, it didn't even say sour. It just said fucking
hibiscus and something.
hibiscus and blackberry.
Yeah,
Like, that was it.
So I don't know. That caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting an ale to be like that. But no, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I
really
like
good.
it,
yeah, no, super good.
It's refreshing.
Right? Right? Like,
It is.
You remember when he used to be like, I hate when people try and use that word for beers. It's not refreshing.
yeah, I did at first. because it's dumb. Like you don't get in from a long day working in the yard and then drink a beer and you're hydrated. That's what I think of when I think of refreshing.
Refreshing is different than hydrating.
I kind of correlate the two, but I guess they are two different things in a sense. Walden, what about you? What do you give for a score?
Super good. Did he even give a score?
I didn't give a score.
Oh, you did? First impression? No. Here, hold on. Let him finish his impression.
Okay, so
score.
Yeah, I don't know. I was caught off guard, like I said, by the taste, but it's quite enjoyable. Drinkability's there. It's almost like a soda, like a sour soda.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
It doesn't really taste like a beer. Does it taste like a beer to you guys?
No, not really.
No, I don't get beer. I get
more like a carbonated
like a
juice.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it.
Yes, it is refreshing. I'm going to say it again.
Refreshing.
I'd give this a 7.5.
7.5?
Yeah,
Really?
solid.
Yeah.
I go higher than that. All right.
You go higher than that?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as sours go, this is definitely up there. But again, it's like we said, it's not a beer. It's a juice.
Yeah.
It's an ale. Okay.
It's a juice.
I don't know. I'd like to try some more wild ales.
Yeah, we're going to have to find some.
We're going to go have hunting or something.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely have to do that. Overall, you know what? I'm gonna go high. I think it's an 8.
Yeah.
8.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing.
I'm moving up to 8.5. It's
First
fucking solid.
8.5?
Yeah.
First 8.5 this year.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What about you, Tory? What do you think?
I would say I put it up there. Yeah, I'd say probably like an 8.25. That's pretty fucking good, man. The red color, and then I don't know if you guys realized when we all poured ourselves the second glass, how much redder it was. Initially, it was kind of faint, and then when you poured more, it was like
it almost needed to be stirred because there are sediments in there.
Yeah, there is seriously an entire basket of blackberries at the bottom. If this was outside Yogi Bear, we'd be trying to get into it for sure. So,
Boo! That was terrible.
That was not
bad joke.
That was not a bad joke. That was a bad joke.
Well,
yeah.
I'm just reading what it says on here.
Well,
Let's see if there's anything else. It says
it.
wild ale aged in oak barrels with blackberry and hibiscus.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna have to look for some wild ales next time I go
to
any one of these liquor stores.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Unless this is just in California because it's out of Torrance, California. So I didn't really read up on it that much, but
I've been there. That was the place I told you guys about where you walk in and they don't have anything. They have a bar counter, and then you go to this back room where they have all the things where they're brewing stuff, and the tables are barrels or actual barrels.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you sit on a bar stool on the barrel, and that's so that people line up out front of that place and like trade beer and all sorts of other shit. So.
What, this place?
Mm-hmm. Monkish
Brewing?
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
So you probably can only get it there.
I think that is the only place you can get it.
Damn it. Mm-hmm. Why don't we have some good breweries here?
Apparently we do.
Why just don't do like the special release bullshit?
We need to go. Okay. Let's make a deal here. Within the before next show,
Look,
within the next 2 weeks.
I'm on their website. It says beer shipping California only. So there you go.
Yeah.
Only in California.
We need to go to Zombie Brewing.
It's right down the
It's
street.
right up
Are you
the
talking
street.
about Beer Zombie?
Beer Zombie, whatever the fuck it's called.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, we need to go to Beer Zombie, and they have the same type deal as that place. Yeah, same exact type thing. Vince actually said, I told you guys, Vince knows the guy that started Zombie Beer.
Beer Zombie.
Beer Zombie. Whatever the fuck. I hate it. It's just like when we're playing, you're like, you gonna take two?
Yeah.
Well, fuck
One
you.
to the face.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what? but you don't know him?
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
How does he know him?
He met him, I think, at that place or somewhere. He met him before he had started. At the time, he was just doing the art for the label. Like, you know how they have the cool labels and shit? That's what that's what he had started doing. But I guess he used to brew his own shit, and then now there he is.
I don't know. The thing is that I kind of don't like about it, I mean, I like it because you get to try something different and, like, you can't find it anywhere else, but that's kind of the problem. Like, if we're talking to a listener, like, hey, this beer's really fucking good, and you can't check it out.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I know. Sorry, guys.
I feel like you need I know what you mean, and we don't have, like, the specialty craft brews. Like, we've got breweries that make their own shit, and they are craft beers,
like
but
the
they
bar,
don't make
like Big Dogs, like, okay, they make your regular fucking beer, but nothing like this.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot here, but they just don't make the specialties.
I think what is it called? Beer Zombie?
Yeah.
Beer Zombie, right?
Right.
Yeah. I think Beer Zombie makes shit like this, though.
Yeah,
it's
but
like, I think the Walking Dead brewery.
Right. House of 1,000 Corpses makes this shit. I know.
You don't know this, but they do.
Yeah. So we'll try and get some of that within the next 2 weeks before we do that, the fucking next show. So, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun.
I feel like all we did was talk about fucking
Stocks
this time.
Stonks.
Stonks.
Hey, you know what? It's better than politics for once, and it's not COVID
It
related.
did kind of involve politics a little bit, but
A little bit. But hey, look, this is too big. It's one of those things again where when you're a general variety show like we are, this is the top news.
This is life.
We have to talk about it. I mean,
This is fine.
yeah, there's nothing else going on, so I guess.
right. So get out there. Hit the stock market, make some money, lose it all, do all that stuff.
And if you're near or in Torrance, California, pick up a bottle of Savine with these geese. I don't know. Are those geese?
I don't know if those are geese.
What are those?
I don't know.
Flaccid dicks?
Goosen.
What are these?
Hold on, let me see. Those are snakes. They're snakes.
Snakes?
They're totally snakes. Look, they have,
Let me see.
they have little things on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Those are snakes. Snake.
Snakes. That look like geese.
My name is Jeff.
No, it's not fucking. No, it's not snake. And that's not its mouth open. Look, that's like it's a swan.
Swan.
Look.
What's a group of swan?
Swoon.
Sweens.
Swine. Yes, they are.
We'll hold it up to the camera so people can maybe decide.
I'll put a picture in there.
Yeah, that was bad.
All right. Anyway, I guess we'll talk to you guys in a couple weeks. We'll do it again. We'll have a guest again because we're gonna have.
Oh, is he coming back?
We're gonna have our good buddy Grant on. If you guys remember from last year, Grant was down there in Washington D.C.
Not being a shithead.
No, not being a shithead. No, he was called to duty with the Army, so he's gonna give us some insight into that. We'll talk about that, and then we'll see. We'll see you guys on the other side.
Yeah, see you on the flip
The
side.
other side.
What
the fuck is that?
On the other
See
side,
you
man.
on the other side.
That's right. 2 weeks from now. Till then, we'll talk to you.
Deuces.
Peace.